Myself, Gnaneshwar Shinde, Associate Professor in Chemistry, Department of Chemistry, Professor Ramkrishna More College, Hakuldi. Welcome all of you in the channel Chemistry Education. In this YouTube, I am presenting the working of pH meter, the construction and working of the pH sensor, and use of pH meter for the determination of the pH of different types of solution. Watch the video up to the end, write the readings, and answer the questions. pH meter is the equipment used to determine accurate pH of the solution. From the pH of solution, we can determine accurate H plus ion concentration in the solution. If you see the pH meter, it is electronic device, and the functional part of any pH meter are the power switch, digital display, temperature adjustment knob, and pH calibration knob. These are the functional part of any of the pH meter. Okay. The most important functional part of the pH meter is the pH sensor or H plus ion sensitive electrode. It is also called as a combined glass electrode. Now we will explain the pH sensor. If you see the pH sensor, it consists of the two electrode, reference electrode and the working electrode. Working electrode is the glass electrode. It consists of the glass tube, and at the end of the glass tube, glass membrane is attached. Okay, thus if you see here, this is called as a glass membrane, which is sensitive to the H plus ion, If you see this glass bulb, inside the glass bulb 0.1 molar HCl is filled, while the silver chloride wire, okay, whatever this one is the silver chloride wire. Okay, this is the construction of the glass electrode. So if you see the glass electrode, how it functions. So if you see the glass membrane, the composition of glass membrane is 22% Na2O, 6% calcium oxide and 72% SiO2. This is the composition of normal glass membrane. The electrode reaction taking place is the Na plus on glass. Okay, the glass is rich in the sodium ion, which exchanges with H plus ions in the test solution, and we get Na plus ions in the solution and H plus ions on the glass. So Na plus of glass exchange with H plus ions of the test solution, and this is the basic reaction, equilibrium reaction taking place by which the glass membrane sense the H plus ion concentration. Whatever the potential developed, EMF developed on the glass electrode is directly proportional to the concentration of H plus ion solution. That is ultimately the EMF depends upon the H plus ion concentration or pH of the solution. So if you see this glass membrane, 22% sodium oxide, 6% CaO and 72% SiO2, it can work up to pH 10. When we want to use combined glass electrode above pH 10, then some lanthanum oxide La2O3 is mixed into the glass, and such a glass electrode can be used to determine pH 12 to 14. 12 to 14. So for determination of high pH, the specially designed glass membrane is required, and it consists of lanthanum oxide in the glass membrane. Okay, so this is a working electrode. Now we have the reference electrode. Reference electrode is silver chloride electrode consisting of the KCl. Okay, so we have the glass barrel. Inside the glass barrel, silver chloride wire is fixed, and saturated KCl solution is filled into the glass barrel. Okay, this becomes the reference electrode. Okay, so here porous plug is fitted, and the porous plug is fitted so that the electrical connection can be established between test solution and the reference electrode. Okay, so if you see, the potential developed on the reference electrode is fixed, and the sensor, which is made up of working electrode, glass electrode, and the reference electrode, silver chloride electrode. These two are combined together, and when these two electrodes are combined together, we get the combined glass electrode or the pH sensor. Okay, so we have the glass electrode, and glass electrode is fitted with the reference electrode. Okay, thus we get the cell. This is as a cell. pH sensor is the cell, or the combined glass electrode is a cell. In the cell, glass electrode is one electrode, and silver chloride is the another electrode. Okay, now how to operate pH meter, how to use pH meter. Before using combined glass electrode for the pH determination, what we have to do? We must place combined glass electrode for 24 hours in distilled water. Okay, that gives rise formation of the thin layer of water on the glass membrane, which act as a semi-permeable membrane to exchange Na plus ion and the H plus ion with each other. Okay, this is the purpose. This is called as activation of glass electrode. If you have not done the activation of the glass electrode, whatever the pH sensed by the glass electrode or the pH sensor, it will not be accurate. Okay, then we have to join this to the pH meter. So we have connected the glass electrode to the pH meter, or the combined glass electrode to the pH meter. Okay, then we have to put power on. So you can look at this point. Okay, so here is the power switch. I will switch on the power, and here you can see the LED will glow. Okay, so power switch placed on, LED glow. Okay, so our pH meter is showing some reading. This reading is pH of distilled water, but it may not be accurate, since pH meter cannot be used without calibration. So ultimately the next step is the calibration of the pH meter, and very first step is adjust the temperature knob to the room temperature or the temperature of water or the buffer solution. Okay, so if you see, this is the temperature knob, and suppose today's temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so I will adjust this knob at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so I will adjust the knob, and corresponding to this, you can see there is a change in the pH of the water. What it means? That it means that pH is temperature dependent quantity. pH, or the EMF developed on the electrode, is affected by the temperature. Okay, the next step, we have to calibrate the pH meter, and for calibration purpose we have to use potassium hydrogen phthalate buffer. Okay, this is the potassium hydrogen phthalate buffer KHP of 0.05 molar. Okay, 0.05 molar KHP. Solution has exact pH 4 or 4.005. 4.005. Okay, so we have already prepared the buffer solution and we use this buffer solution for the calibration purpose. Okay, so ultimately we have to place electrode in the buffer solution. Okay, I will dip the electrode into the buffer solution. Okay, and now I will rotate this calibration knob. So if you've seen, this is the calibration knob. So till pH becomes 4.005, I will rotate this knob slowly. Okay, just look at the animation. Look at the animation. Okay, so you can see the rotation is started, and corresponding to this there is a change in values. Okay, so you can see there are the change in values. Okay, so we must stop here since pH is 4.005. So we have to calibrate the pH meter, and we have calibrated it. Once pH meter is calibrated, whatever the pH displayed by the pH meter, they will be accurate one. So now we can do accurate measurement of the pH with the help of this pH meter. In this experiment, what we have to do? We have to determine pH of different juice solutions. Okay, so we have the buffer solution. Now glass electrode must be washed with the distilled water before placing it or before dipping it into the another solution. We must wash out it so that whatever the potassium hydrogen phthalate is there, it is washed out. Otherwise, what will happen? It will give rise error and the contamination of the solution. Okay. Now remember very well. Once we have adjusted the temperature knob, this temperature knob and the calibration knob, we have to fix them. Okay, we have to fix them. Okay, now I will put up the distilled water and I will dip the glass electrode into the distilled water, and I will keep it till the pH becomes constant. Okay, so it is displayed the pH of distilled water, and it displayed the pH of distilled water 6.945. It is no more changing. So washing step is over. Now one by one we will determine the pH of the different cold drinks or the juice. So here the first is the Coca-Cola. I will place the Coca-Cola on the magnetic stirrer and I will dip now pH sensor or the combined glass electrode into it. Okay, so readings is changing. We have to wait till the reading becomes constant. Okay, so reading is constant and it becomes 2.831. What it means that? It means that the pH of Coca-Cola solution, Coca-Cola cold drinks, is acidic, and it is 2.831. Okay, so you have to search and you have to give rise the reason why Coca-Cola is acidic in nature. I will not explain here. It is the your one. Next, wash electrode with the distilled water. So washing process is going on. Okay. Next solution is the apple juice. Dip electrode into the apple juice and wait till the pH become constant. Okay, so the pH of apple juice is also acidic, 3.156. So you have to note down these. Whatever the pH of the Coca-Cola is there, pH of the apple juice is there. Again wash with the distilled water. Wait till the pH becomes equal to the pH of distilled water. What it means that all the apple juice is washed out from the glass surface. Next step, lemon juice. Dip combine glass electrode into it and wait till the pH becomes constant. pH becomes constant. Okay. So the lemon juice, the pH is 2.343. pH is 343. So you have to note down this reading. Again, next step is wash with distilled water. Washing of glass electrode every time it is necessary to avoid the contamination and the errors in the pH determination. Okay, so washing process, the pH of water is 6.945. So the next is the grape juice. Dip electrode into it. Okay, here you can see the pH is changing and now it becomes constant. 3.343. This is the pH of apple juice. 3.343 is the pH of apple juice. Note down this. Again, wash with the distilled water. So washing process is completed. The last juice is the mixed fruit juice. So pH of the mixed fruit juice we are determining and it becomes 3.841. 3.841. So ultimately we have determined the pH of the different juice and all they are acidic in nature, and you have to give rise or you have to find out the reason why all these are acidic in nature. The last step, wash with distilled water and keep electrode in the distilled water till the next use. So in this small experiment, what we have done, in this small experiment, we have seen the functioning of the pH meter, we have seen the working of the glass electrode, then we have seen the calibration of the pH meter, and finally we have determined the pH of the cold drinks and the different types of the juice. Now it is the time to test your knowledge. Why glass electrode with normal glass composition cannot be used to determine pH above 10? Define the term pH and write the equation for pH. How will you prepare the pH of buffer 4? Why calibration of pH meter is required? Coca-Cola and lemon juice are acidic in nature. Thanks for watching the video. If you like video, give likes and subscribe the channel. Forward to your friends.